Hey, history buffs! Today we're diving deep into the dark history of North Korea, from ancient roots to modern repression. Stick around till the end, and if you enjoy this journey, don't forget to subscribe for more gripping videos like this one. Let's go back to ancient Korea. In 668 AD, the Korean peninsula was unified under the Silla Dynasty, creating a rich, distinct culture that endured for centuries. Fast forward to 1910, Japan colonized Korea, imposing brutal rule. Koreans were subjected to forced labor, cultural suppression, and the horrific practice of sexual slavery known as comfort women. These traumas still haunt North-South relations with Japan today. After Japan's defeat in World War II in 1945, Korea was split at the 38th parallel, the North under Soviet control and the South under US control. What was meant to be temporary became permanent due to Cold War tensions. By 1948, two rival states emerged, South Korea under Syngman Rhee and North Korea under Kim Il-sung. In 1950, Kim Il-sung invaded the South, sparking the Korean War. The devastation was immense. The US dropped more napalm on North Korea than in Vietnam, reducing Pyongyang to rubble and killing 10% of the population. Millions of families were torn apart, and the DMZ became one of the most heavily militarized borders in the world. Post-war, Kim Il-sung established a Stalinist state with the Juche ideology, promoting self-reliance, though North Korea heavily depended on Soviet aid. The Songbun system ranked citizens by loyalty to the regime, and those deemed disloyal were sent to labor camps or exiled. Kim Il-sung was worshipped as a godlike figure, with mandatory portraits in every home. By the 1970s, North Korea's economy began to stagnate, and when the USSR collapsed in 1991, aid dried up, leading to a catastrophic famine from 1994 to 1998. 1 million people died, and malnutrition was so severe that military height requirements were lowered to 4'9". The regime prioritized feeding the military and elites while ordinary people starved, and in some regions cannibalism was reported. Kim Jong-il's reign from 1994 to 2011 saw a military-first policy diverting resources to the army while civilians suffered. Despite a 1994 agreement to freeze nuclear programs in exchange for aid, North Korea continued uranium enrichment in secret. In 2009, a botched currency reform wiped out savings, causing hyperinflation and public anger. Meanwhile, Kim Jong-il spent $1 million a year on Hennessy cognac while his people starved. Under Kim Jong-un, the repression intensified. He purged and executed officials, including his own uncle, Jang Song-taek, and used anti-aircraft guns for public executions to instill fear. Over 200,000 prisoners suffer in forced labor camps, facing torture, executions, and starvation. Despite international sanctions, North Korea developed ICBMs capable of hitting the US, using famine aid funds to finance weapons. Children are forced to collect scrap metal and work in fields, with some born and dying in prison camps. Today, North Korea remains the most repressive state in the world, isolated with no real internet, only state-controlled media, and foreign media banned under threat of execution. The COVID lockdown has only worsened the crisis, with sealed borders and shoot-on-sight orders at the China border leading to another looming famine. So what keeps this regime afloat? Fear, propaganda, and violence. North Korea is a regime built on fear, where dissent is crushed and the Kim dynasty maintains power through terror. If you enjoyed this journey into the surreal, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's uncover more mysteries together in the next video. See you soon. Thank you.